Screaming Chewy Show, your source of entertainment and overall fuckery. And it starts now. Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Screaming Chewy Show. I'd like to welcome a special guest, Mr. Holiday, host of My Worst Holiday podcast. Yo, how you doing, man?
How are you doing, Chewy?
Doing great, man. It's the weekend, can't complain.
Fantastic. So you're in Arizona,
Arizona.
Tucson.
Arizona. And that's why I'm a little happy today because it looks like it might fucking rain today. So maybe I won't burn up and smell like bacon today. Maybe. So man.
Tell me about you, man. Tell me about your show.
Well, it's kind of so my show is kind of hard to judge by one episode because I do such a variety of topics. It could be, me by myself or with my friends or guests such as authors or motivational speakers. And so sometimes it could be pretty tame, and sometimes it could just be wild as fuck, and I'll be making
I'm a demotivational speaker.
I love it.
I'm tired of people being so fucking happy. Like I prefer the downtrodden Republicans. So anyway.
So everybody's happy. You're like, shut the fuck up. We're all dying. But I mean, so some episodes could be pretty explicit, pretty NSFW, and some can be pretty motivating. It's just a wild card or whatever I feel like talking about. Could be conspiracies, history of heavy metal, just a whole bunch of different shit. And it's just how I do, man. It's just
Awesome. For your listeners, my name is Mr. Holiday. My podcast is My Worst Holiday, and what I do is I have people. I have my guests come in. I have like Hollywood people, and I have singers, actors, actresses, podcasters. I love other podcasters. This is something that's this is what I love about other podcasters and not famous people, is that you have such crazy stories. They tell me their most embarrassing or funny life stories. And a lot of the Hollywood people, they're canned, they already kind of have an idea of what they're going to talk about. But regular people like you and me, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy the stories that I hear from these people.
I love it. It's more raw, huh?
It's totally raw. And that's the thing. I don't even edit. Like, I don't edit. Everybody's like, how do you edit? How much time do you take editing? And I type in back to all the people. I'm like, what's editing?
That's the realest you can get right there, man.
I try. I absolutely try.
Hey, and I was listening to your last episode, the one with the guy that he worked with the Muppets, and he worked with music and stuff.
And Jesse Blaze Snyder, and I didn't tell anybody this on my show. Didn't tell anybody this. That is Dee Snider's son.
What?
And Twisted Sister.
Holy shit.
Yeah, see, I'm not going to be your regular fuckstick that's going to say, so tell me more about your dad.
No. He probably gets that all the time.
Exactly. I invited you on my show. Tell me about you. And he did, and he's fantastic. The story about him shitting his pants was just fucking. I can lick that story off my fingers. It was so damn funny and so good. But he wasn't your regular Hollywood guy. But I'll tell you what, listen to his music. If you got Amazon, if you got Alexa, say play Jesse Blaze Snyder, and he's so diverse. Like, everything about the guy is great.
I love it, man. And the shit in his pants, right? He was watching a movie and he was trying to hold it in, right?
Yes, yeah. He was trying to hold it. That was the whole thing. Like, he started out at the movies, and the movie was so good. Like, he felt like this rumble because he went over to a restaurant before that, ate a bunch of shit, goes back over, sits down, watching the movie. And his belly's like, rock. He's like, nope, hanging on. I'm hanging on. So a normal movie is like what, hour 45, 2 hours. Thank God he wasn't watching like Titanic,
Or Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. Exactly, Lord of the Rings. Frodo didn't make it.
The ring wasn't strong enough.
The ring wasn't strong enough. One ring to bind them. It didn't bind them. It did not bind them. It can't get much dorkier than that conversation.
I love how he talked about Aoyasha. I always wanted to try that stuff, man.
Oh yeah, I don't try any of that stuff, and he was talking about like just he was talking about what they call microdosing of mushrooms, and Stabby, my podcast partner, he's like, what's my microdosing, and I'm like, just the tip,
Not balls deep, just the tip.
just the tip. Yeah, don't take a whole mushroom, just the tip.
Have you ever done mushrooms?
No, I'm, you know what, man? I'm really I drink a lot and I smoke cigars. That's my thing. I haven't been high since let's see. I was at a David Lee Roth concert. Here's one of my stories. I was at a David Lee Roth concert like back in the 80s after Van Halen split, and it was the Eat 'em and Smile tour. And I decided I was gonna quit smoking pot, you know. And so I'm standing next to this big black guy. I mean, he's like ripped. This guy is just like, and he's wearing this Rising Sun T-shirt, and he's got the sleeves cut off, and it's got the Rising Sun on it, and he hits a blunt, and he hands it to me, and I go, no, thank you, man, I quit. And he took the back of his elbow and hit me in the chest. I mean, and literally just shook my fucking soul. I mean, it was like, like just rocked me. And I go, I'm quitting tomorrow.
Yo, okay.
Not that I've been to peer pressure. That peer was much bigger than me.
Hey, it could always be worse. You could have encountered him in prison, right? He could have been your bunkmate.
Yeah, it wasn't. Exactly. It wasn't sodomy pressure, but it was giant elbow. Yeah.
One time I was at
So have you tried? What have you tried? What have you done?
So my younger years, I used to. I mean, like I'm old or something, right? But like in my early 20s, I used to do cocaine. I had a buddy who would sell it, so he'd hook me up. I've done mushrooms one time. It was really fun, actually. I was drinking and smoking weed with a couple buddies, and this guy had a big bag of mushrooms, and he was just handing them out. I'm like, fuck yeah! So I ate them.
Like you never even tried it. You're like, fuck yeah! There you go.
Yep.
Let me try that.
And like I didn't like full blown hallucinate, but like it was like at night and we're outside and you could see people, but it was dark. And like they would be talking to me and then their face would like turn purple or like morph a little bit. And I'm like, "Ow!" Just bust out laughing. And then they would laugh.
You need to see a doctor about that. You're a fucking eggplant.
Hey, for real, hey, that's a good way to put it. It was a fucking eggplant, yo. And
hey, Bill, when did you turn into a Muppet?
it was a really funny experience. But I haven't tried anything wild like meth or heroin, no hardcore stuff.
Oh no. Like once somebody's mind says, this killed a lot of people, I think I can do it.
Right?
Meth, because you're tougher than everybody else.
Yeah.
You're not tougher than anybody else. You can't do math. Listen to me, kids. Don't listen to this show, kids. But if you do, don't do math. Don't do math.
Do weed and coke, but don't do meth, kids.
Yeah, just a little coke. Smoke some weed. You're all right. Kick a little bit. You'll be fine. Maybe a mushroom. All right.
Or some Aoyasha.
Yeah, you don't hear the story about the guys like, so I used to do heroin. Everything's great now.
Yeah, like there's like really old people that I've seen. They're like in their 70s or 80s, and they still smoke weed or drink. But you never see any old people like that. They're like, I've been doing meth or crack for 30 years. No, they usually die.
Exactly. Oh, Yeah, you're not alive no more. I get it.
Hey, it's the rock star life, live fast, die young.
I think they need to put it on tombstones, from now on. It's like live fast, died young, meth.
I like that. That's a really good idea, bro.
Just really put it like just put it right on the tombstone. Live fast, die young. God damn it.
Play at the funeral.
Lived
Play
hard,
that.
died young. Meth.
That's a good quote right there on a
I know
tombstone.
it. Exactly.
Then
Count the pox on this fucker before he died.
he ate somebody's face while he was on bath salts and got shot.
That's a Salute, Florida. Okay.
That's why I don't do hardcore drugs. I've heard all the Florida stories, and I'm like, I don't want to be one of those guys.
I don't think anybody's heard all the Florida stories. I don't think that's true. I think there's a lot more out there, ones we don't even know about.
Very true.
But I want to hear them.
I bet you there's some weird ones, right? The guy having sex with a crocodile on meth or something.
No, I don't know. I don't know if I can deliver this correctly. There's a great comedian. His name was Buddy Hackett. Yeah, you know what? I can't do the joke. It's too not BC. Never mind. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You can do it, bro.
Nope. No.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
I love the bad ones, by the way.
Nope. not in this day and age. Just because I heard it doesn't mean I should say it.
That's a good example.
That is a good example. See, that's more that peer pressure shit. It's like, yeah. Oh, I heard a great. Never mind. It's a little guy in my head. Once in a while, it gets up, goes, step, Mark, stop.
Yeah, no. Then this big black dude comes out of nowhere, hits you in the chest. Say it.
There's nothing bad about that. That's just a description of a human being and a description.
Yeah.
So a big black guy, a little Caucasian, and made him smoke pot. And I went, okay. So,
like I'm a fat Mexican or maybe Hawaiian,
Exactly. It's a description. It has nothing to do with it. There's no bad words associated to it at all. So,
I like Fluffy's description. Instead of fat, just use Fluffy.
Oh, I love Fluffy. He's fantastic. He's got his show on Netflix right now.
Yeah, what? He's a teacher?
Yeah, it's pretty good. If you haven't watched it, it's called Mr. Iglesias. It's really good.
He's pretty funny. Some people say I look like him. I was actually him for Halloween like 2 years ago.
So did you just put on a Hawaiian shirt?
Yeah, I had a big Hawaiian shirt and a fake microphone.
Like all my friends here on FaceTime, this guy actually does look a lot like Julio Iglesias, or not? God damn it,
Gabriel.
Huh?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Gabriel. Yeah, Julio Iglesias is to all the girls I loved before. Coming in and out my door, and then you got Willie Nelson comes in on the next one. To all the girls I loved before. Yeah. So,
bro, you sing pretty good, bro. You do karaoke?
No, not really. No, I do. Terribly. I was at a bar one time, and so anyway, and I can do some screaming shit. Like I do like Buck Cherry, and stuff like that.
Nice.
And so I get up, and I'm doing like, I love that cocaine, like just belling out. And this guy comes up to me, and he's like, dude, I wish I could sing like that. And I'm like me? And he's like, yeah. So after that, it's his turn next. He gets up, sings this country and western song. And I don't like country and western. But he sings a song about this guy dying, and he's skydiving, and he's doing like all this bucket list shit. And it's like, and this guy's like going like I'm in awe of this guy. Like I'm listening to this guy, and he's just he's beautiful. And he gets done. I'm like, you want to sing like me? You use notes. I don't even. What?
I like that. You use notes.
Notes. I don't even know what a note is. I passed one to a girl in high school once. I don't know.
Yeah, man. And so man, why don't you tell me about yourself, man? What inspired you to make a podcast?
Chicken.
Chicken?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
I was like
So
fried chicken or grilled?
I, I seen a squirrel in a yard and he's playing. I thought that was fun, and I thought I need a podcast.
So
No
motivational.
squirrels. No, I have a. This is a wild story. This is a wild fucking story, and
Oh, I love it.
this is an absolute true story. So, I come from a small town of about 1,600 people, right? And I live about 2.5 hours away from that town. And so I'm working. I'm a car salesman. And this guy comes in and he's looking for a car, and I'm talking to him and everything. And he's younger than I am, and I've been away from my hometown for quite a while. And we get talking about small towns. I'm like, I'm from a small town called Cuba. And this guy's from the Quad Cities over in Iowa, which is about 4 hours away from my hometown. And he says, Cuba? My uncle used to run the hardware store there. I'm like, what? My grandma worked at the hardware store there. I'm like, it's Helen Williams. He goes, she practically raised me. I'm like, what?
What the fuck?
The fuck? So we got like literally 4 hours separation between our two towns. And we meet in the middle where I am living now. And so I end up selling a car, and we were talking about, he says, I was talking about, like, I do comedy, stuff like that. And he says, have you ever heard of the podcast called The Dollop? I'm like, what's a podcast? And he's like, well, look it up. He goes, it's on iTunes. Look it up, stuff like that. So I listened to The Dollop, and it's fantastic. It's American history, and it's so funny about how horrible of a fucking race we are. We truly are just absolutely awful.
We're scum.
And but I binged them all. And after I was done binging them, I started looking for something else. Like I need more. Like now I'm jonesing. I'm like hitting my fucking vein. I'm like, feed me.
More.
The shit be calling me, man. The shit be calling me. So I'm looking for other funny podcasts, and I'm looking on iTunes, and what they're recommending as a funny podcast, I keep hitting it and listening for about, I don't know, a couple episodes, and I'm like, this sucks. This sucks too. This one sucked worse than the last one. I'm like, I'm funnier than these fuckers. Like, so I go, all right. So I need an idea. All right. So I come up with an idea. And then I go, well, I wonder how much it is to start a podcast. Turns out it's about $100. You need a single mic mixer, a microphone, and you can get it all from Behringer for about $100. So hard time. Yeah. So that's what I did. That was it. And now I'm podcasting for 3.5 years.
Wow, 3.5 years. You do such a great job, dude. You're fucking hilarious. And you have that
You're
voice.
hilarious.
Thanks, man. And you have that voice, dude. You have that announcer voice. Like when you told me you're a car salesman, I was like, I could see that. I could see you.
This is my fake voice.
Hey.
My real one's like this, but I just drop it down like that to make people act like I do.
Yeah, so, I do.
You should come over and have some beers with me. Do you like tequila? I do.
People are staring at you like, what?
Yeah.
I have a fake voice too. I usually use it when I get pulled over. I'll be like, hello, officer. How are you? I'm doing well.
Hello.
Thank you.
How are you, officer? Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello, sir. I know my rights.
I know my rights, sir. Don't let the skin tone fool you. I was tanning today.
See, you know the drill, man.
Yeah, you know, Bill. Oh, Bill, what a laugh riot, right, sir? You bet.
Yeah, man, and I love your guests too, man. And I'd like to thank Steve Joyner, publicist, man. This dude, he's hooking it up, man. And that's how I met you, in fact.
Yeah, Steve is fantastic. Steve has hooked me up with so many people. I've got to have him back on because he had some nut surgery one time, and he's got a great story about it, and I can't wait to hear it. He's
Oh,
fantastic. So I usually do shout outs to all my people showing up, like Harold and Michael. But I'm on somebody else's show right now, so we're talking to the Screaming Chewy Show, and tune in, time out, rate and review, fuckers, rate and review the Chewy Show. So that's most important. Got to get him up in the rankings. So rate and review the Chewy Show, the Screaming Chewy Show.
thanks, man. I appreciate it. I should hire you as like an announcer, bro. You do such a great job,
If you want me to do a lead in for you, I can do it. No problem. Yeah, let
dude.
me know. I'll do it.
Fuck yeah, man. You sound so professional, dude. Like for real,
I'm
legit.
not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm really an asshole. A lot of people don't know that about. I'm truly, truly just a fucking moron.
Hey, or like you said, not asshole, but a demotivator, right?
I'm a demotivational speaker. That's right. Just like I don't believe in evolution, but I do believe in de-evolution. I've seen Trump.
Oh, imagine Kanye next. Oh my god.
Apparently, he came out. He's not running for president now. Turns out it's tough. So I can do that.
I just picture him in a giant suit with the big old square shoulders, like in his music video. And as he's walking up to the mic, you hear Jesus walk. You know,
America first. Yeah.
I thought it'd be pretty entertaining. You know, like if somebody else running for president, like a rival is, they're giving their speech, and then he just snatches the mic and interrupts while he's drinking Hennessy or something.
Starts free flowing.
Yeah. But he'd probably win. Like you were saying, Trump. I mean, we all know what happened.
I tried to, you know what? I fucked up already. I tried not to go political. I did it. So sorry, Michael. Stoli. Sorry.
Yeah, my bad.
My bad. So, yeah, I'm part of the Realm of the Mist podcast network, which Michael is the head of. Also part of the Fourth Hand podcast network. So just to give a shout out there.
Nice shout outs. Dude, I
Uh,
love podcast groups. I mean, you know, starting a podcast, I thought I'd get more support from family and friends, and I do, but I
no,
thought that would be like the main support. Like, I get more
no,
support and love
no. You
other
can't even get those
podcasters.
fuckers to listen. You
Yeah.
know, and the first thing, here's the first thing they do. You know, like, hey, I got a podcast. And they say, oh, have you heard of Joe Rogan? And I immediately go, no, who's that? And it looks like you just punched them in the fucking nose because that's the only fucking podcast they've ever heard of. They're like, you know, they get like, no, Joe Rogan. I'm like, who? Joe Rogan. I'm not following you. I mean, just really just fuck with them and pick at it. Like, you know, don't let them off the hook, you know. And like, Joe Rogan, he's on TV. No, no, he's got a great one. I should really listen to it. Yeah, you should, or you should fucking listen to mine, you fucking prick. I'm the fucking one talking to you about a podcast.
I want some love.
Yeah, give me some love. Your closest people, your closest friends are giving Joe Rogan love and not you.
Very true. Or when you tell them, hey, I started a podcast, I made an episode about this, or try and tell them about it, they're like, oh, yeah, that's cool. I don't really listen to podcasts. And you're
No,
like,
I don't listen to that. Unless it's Joe Rogan. Yeah.
yeah. But other podcasters, man, I've got so much love, and I've learned a lot from other fellow podcasters. You know, a lot of them give good tips on, you know, hey, I use this
Oh,
for editing, and you know, I've learned so much, and you know, I love networking and just having other podcasters on and being on their show. I just
think
love
about
it.
it. I don't even pay attention to my actual Facebook anymore, like my real name Facebook. I don't even pay attention. There's so much drama and so much shit and everything. And there's so much more love on like the podcast networks and stuff like. Of course, you get your trolls out there that want to start shit and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
I try to stay with people that are very positive, you know, and a lot and most of the podcast people just want to talk about like, you know, their show and their relationships and stuff like that. But they don't really want to they don't want to go deep into political or anything like that. And if they do, you can just like fucking blow them off, you know. there's so much love in the Facebook that I have is MW Holiday, and it's so much better than my actual real life people. I just stay there. I don't even hardly look at it anymore. I just stay in this world, you know?
Mm-hmm. And yeah, my personal Facebook, it's funny because I like to shit post a lot. I like to post a lot of fucked up memes or just fucked up sense of humor. And then
Oh yeah, that's fun.
most people like to hide that because they have coworkers or their bosses, on Facebook and your family and stuff. But me, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, hey, you sent me a friend request. You should know what you're getting into. You know,
Yeah, you know who I am, right? You know what
like
you're getting into. Why are you expecting something different?
exactly. Or like if you met me one time at a party or something and you added me on Facebook and then you see my page and you're like, what the fuck? Sorry,
Yeah.
bro. Welcome to the shit show. I mean,
Well, I got like my buddy Stabby, my partner. Um, I meet his mom the other day, and she goes, "I don't listen to your show," and I go, "Nor should you, and don't, please, do not. My show's vile. It's absolutely awful. You're like 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 on my show, you hit bottom and then you grab a shovel and start to dig. It's absolutely awful.
I love
Like
it.
it's deplorable. I don't want my friend's mom listening to this. And she's getting one. So the other night we're doing a podcast. Guess who pops up on my screen?
Oh my God.
Dobby's mom.
Did she say anything?
Like Karen, no, Karen, no. I love you dearly. No, don't.
Yo, you don't want to hear this.
You don't want to hear this. Which brings me to the other story. So in my town, we have our mayor, obviously. So I reach out and I friend the mayor because, like, like he should know that there's another podcast in his town, and he's talking. And this podcast is talking to actual Hollywood people. Like I talked to Bruce Valanche, 6-time Emmy winner, Oscar. He wrote for the Oscars like 4 years in a row. He's the head writer for the Oscars. He wrote the ones where Billy Crystal was on. Like just an
Holy
absolute.
shit.
He was a center square for Hollywood Squares. He wrote for the Hollywood Squares. He wrote for so many people. He's fantastic. And nobody in the town even knows who I am. So like I thought, I'll reach out to the mayor. And so we have on a guy, and he was probably the most vile guest I've ever had. And he was very funny. And so our mayor pops up on our feed where I can see that he's watching on Facebook Live. And I'm like, hey, the mayor's watching. And this guy starts talking about jacking off over a midget because the midget was going to not finish him. So
Oh my
show.
Yeah.
Like it was like the worst story ever. This guy was just vile as hell, and I loved him. He was hilarious. And that's the time the mayor of the town chooses to tune in.
Yo, welcome to the shit show.
Shit show, Jeff.
Yeah, and yeah, sometimes especially when I'm recording with my friends, they could get pretty fucking explicit.
Yeah.
Lots of fuckery, lots of jokes, dirty jokes,
Sure.
dark sense of
Sure.
humor. And the CEO
That's
of the
the
company.
beauty. Yeah, that's the beauty of being online instead of being a victim of the FCC. Like we can do whatever the fuck we want. We pay for this, fucker. We get it. We got to do what we want. We pay for the internet. You can't control.
Fuck you, FCC. Suck it.
Suck it.
But part of
Unless you're screaming hate, then fuck you.
And I think, but and I like it because I was like, it's my show. Fuck it, I'm gonna do whatever I want. But the CEO, my boss, the CEO of my company that I work for, my boss, he like randomly one time, he's like, hey, so I seen on Facebook you have a podcast, and I'm all, fuck,
Yeah,
because I don't have them on Facebook, and
that's
I'm
the
like,
line.
fuck, and he caught me
That's
off
the
guard, so I was like, oh yeah, and he's like, so what is it about? I haven't heard it, and I'm like, I'm just fucking around. I don't take it seriously, and then I just cut it short.
I keep my business and my podcast world separate. I've got my name, Facebook, and then I've got MW Holiday Facebook. And
Smart.
never shall the two intertwine.
I should have done that. My face is right on my fucking, my podcast cover art.
Yeah,
And
not mine.
I should have done that. It's too late now, and I don't know if he's heard it, but I hope he heard one of the Tame episodes. And
Yeah. Instead of like, you did what with a monkey? Oh
Yeah.
no, God no. Yeah, I can understand that completely. No, I keep it completely separate. I got to answer somebody here really quick. Aaron, the reason I don't smoke cigars on my show is because I'm in a little room and it doesn't have any ventilation. There you go. So anyway,
Nice.
yeah, I keep the two entities. That's why I'm Mr. Holiday on this side and my real name on that side. So,
Smart man. I might do another.
I tried to be completely anonymous, but my previous co-host, which is absolutely not do it. He was just relentless on telling my real name and just like not even like just he knew it just pissed me off, so he just kept doing it. So
Hey, what are friends for, right?
yeah, fucker.
Yeah, but you got a good thing going, man. 3.5 years strong. And, most podcasts don't make it after 7 episodes. People usually give up.
Well, normally now here's the thing, and I'm not disparaging anybody or trying to. I am a demotivational speaker. Okay, so listen to me. If you're two bros in a basement, fucking stop it and get out. No, I'm just kidding. Doing what? There's 250,000 podcasts out there. I mean, and everybody, go out there, speak your voice, and have fun. Like enjoy yourself. Like it doesn't. Like people that's in it for the long haul are in it for the long haul. I knew when I was going to do it, I wasn't just going to be a guy in a basement talking to another guy in a basement and just doing like inside jokes to each other and shit like that, which was. It was like just so many of them, and I'm not a murder mystery guy, so I'm not doing that. I'm not a big sports guy. I enjoy football, but I'm not a big sports guy, so I wanted to find something that was different and something. I don't have time to do stand-up. I got a family, and I live in a town where I don't have the ability to go out and do stand-up. I love doing stand-up. I love being on stage. I love hearing people laugh and clap. And that I love to feed off the audience, but I didn't have a platform to do it with. So when I found out about podcasts way late in life, because I'm an old fucker, I grabbed hold of it and I said, this is a way for me to be funny and listen to funny people. And even if you're not really that funny of a person, you have a funny story. You've got that family outing. You've got that family reunion. You've got that date that went bad. You've got that time you shit your pants. You got that time, like where you misjudged a situation, and you ended up looking like an asshole. Like everybody has that story, and they're all really original, and they're all really raw and just funny, where people can laugh about it.
Very true.
And that was my thing. That's what I wanted to do.
You got a great thing going, and like us, man. I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll fucking my underwear. I'll fucking wear it till it fucking disintegrates. You know what I mean?
Like a real man does.
Yeah.
Like your T-shirt. You
Yeah.
don't throw away a fucking T-shirt until it falls the fuck off of you.
And then you make it a shop rag or something, when you're working on your car or something.
Until you need to check your oil.
Yeah.
That's when you throw that fucker away. And then even after that, you might wear it mowing the yard.
Wipe the sweat off, leave oil. And
or shit your pants and have to wipe with it.
There you go. Hey, I like that. That'll solve the toilet paper shortage, right? You could just wash the rag.
No, what I did, because I'm not an idiot, is I'm at work and I've been thinking about this anyway. But they come in, they go, dude, Walmart's out of toilet paper. I grabbed my phone, I went on Amazon, and I bought a bidet. That fast.
Smart man.
And if you don't have a bidet, everybody on the earth, listen to me right now. Buy a bidet. It's the greatest thing in the world. Now, granted, the first time you turn it on, you're going to be a little shocked. But after that, it is the single greatest thing in the world.
So a bidet, the way it feels, I picture. I've never used one. I
It
picture
feels like
like
water squirting up your asshole.
okay. I was gonna say maybe it feels like a rim job, kind of.
Yeah, I've never had one, but I can imagine. Except for one would be a little gentler. You know, but
The tongue is more gentle than the water.
I wasn't thinking about that at all.
You know,
Yeah,
I,
it is like the first time that water jet hits your ass, you're like, wow, wow. Well, after that, like, again,
I always thought about like just go in the shower, spread my cheeks, bend over, boom, bidet.
well, yeah, but that's coming from up down. This is coming from
Oh,
down up. It's like a shower for your asshole.
nice. I like it.
It
You
is
should make a
nice.
commercial. It's like a shower for your asshole.
A shower from your asshole. Bidet. I wish I could remember the brand name of the one I bought. I would absolutely do a commercial for that.
You wasted no time, bro.
Are you tired of toilet paper? Try Heine Squirt.
It's like a super soaker for your asshole.
Super soaker for your asshole. That's right.
And then so about the ripped underwear, like the crotch area was ripped, right? My balls were literally hanging out of my underwear. And I was at work one time and I didn't realize my pants were torn until I was at break and I was sitting down and I went to scratch my nuts like over my pants and I felt like bare skin and I'm like, what the my fucking and my balls was hanging out, bro. And nobody told me anything. Like, did they not want to be rude?
No, wait. How many hours were you into work, and how many hours did you have to go to get to the end of work with your nut hanging out?
Well, it was like 3 hours into work when I found out because it was at break
You
time.
got 5 hours. You got 5 hours left.
And so I was, but I noticed it only pops out when I sat down. Because I tested it. I'm like, has it been hanging out? Because I didn't feel no breeze or nothing, you know?
So you're not 50 then. So you're not 50. So it's not hanging out yet.
I haven't sat on one of my balls yet, you know?
You'll never know the joy. Oh, it's just absolutely fantastic. There's nothing more wonderful as growing older, feeling your sack just kind of, sinking.
like
You feel
females'
water on your-
boobs.
Like yeah, exactly. Like all of a sudden you feel like you flush the toilet, and all of a sudden you feel like something cold. You're like, what the fuck is that?
Fucking dunking like a tea bag.
Exactly. Something testicle.
You know, and I always been scared of like, I don't know, one of my testicles, like, because you know, sometimes I've heard of people like they'll twist and
Oh, I've had
like
that.
the vein like tangles.
Yeah, that's not a good time. Not a good time.
Oh, you
Yeah.
had that, bro?
The first thing you think, I've got cancer. That's your first thought. Something's fucked up in the nether region down yonder. And yonder, that's what we use back home because I'm a hick. Anyway, yeah, you think I'm gonna die, and then it just turns out you just gotta turn your nut.
Oh, fuck, man. You're like, my boys, something's wrong.
Something's wrong. Exactly. Yeah. But after the turn, you go, and then everything's good.
This guy I used to work with, he said it happened while he was at work. And
Yeah.
it hurt so bad, he had to go to the bathroom. And then he's like, dude, I got to go home. So he went home and he didn't want to go to the doctor. So he tried to untangle it himself. And he
Oh,
said he started twisting.
I did.
Oh, you did that too?
Yeah.
Bro, you're like a fucking Marine, man. Like, sew up your own bullet wound and shit.
Yeah. not really. You just gotta reach down, twist it back. It's all good.
Well, how do you know which way is the right way? Like,
I didn't know. I just tried, and it did, and I was happy.
you're lucky, man. I heard that like 50% of the time, if you wait too long, you lose it, because you
Yeah,
lose
yeah, yeah,
circulation.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah.
God. My balls hurt right now just talking about
I'm
that.
like, I'm like crying about my buddy Steve. He's the manager. I'm like, I gotta go to the emergency room, man. I don't know what I'm gonna have. I think it might be.
I'm going to die.
Yeah, exactly. So I go to the emergency room, and the chick down there, she goes, "It might be twisted. Try to turn it." Okay.
It was that simple.
Yeah, yeah. It cost me about $250 to tell her to twist my tit, my tit, my neck.
Hey, that's not bad.
Yeah, it was the best $250 I ever spent, I think.
Some people spent more, on the strip club and they don't get touched on there.
Yeah, no, gotta love the strip club. See, I don't allow myself to go to strip clubs that are that classy, where they have like sapphire and diamond and stuff like that. I'm not that good. Like the strip club that we have in our area, they don't want to oversell themselves, so they're like interstate sand, and like or shale,
Oh, my. Like,
We prefer the ladies and gentlemen gravel.
hey, bro, you'd be a good announcer at the strip club.
Oh, stop.
Man, so there's no like diamond or sapphire.
No, no, no. Uh, ladies and gentlemen, pewter. You know.
One time I went and it was this guy's birthday and his homies. They're like, "Hey, it's his birthday!" So the strippers got him on stage, made him take off his shirt, and sat him down. They got a chair and sat him down in front of the pole, and like two strippers gave him a lap dance. But then they made him dance for them.
Oh, is
So
that right? I had one. She got on my back. This is when I was my first marriage, and my wife actually worked at the strip club as a server, and they always wanted her to get on stage, and she like never did or anything that I know of. At least not when we was married. But anyway, it was this big chick. She was her name was Duff, and she'd been in Easy Rider magazine. She was one of the models on Easy Rider, like the Harley magazine.
damn.
And she got on my back, like she had me get down on all fours. She got on my back. She turned around and she spanked me so hard. Like I'm not kidding. Like I was like, time out. I'm done. It's over. Game.
That bad, huh?
I'm not kidding you. It was like, pow! Like I don't think I ever got I don't think my parents beat my ass that bad. Like I'm like really fucked up.
She had a heavy hand, huh?
Oh, she was stout, but she was beautiful, but she was stout. Oh my gosh! Like it was like I've never been hit that hard on my butt in my life. Like I've been punched, I've been kicked, I've been in fist fights, I've been in knockdown dragouts. But I swear, when she hit my ass, I was like, ah!
You went home with a bruised butt.
It
You're
was
like,
a
"Ah!"
bruised butt, but at least welts, like huge welts on my ass. Yeah.
You could hear her hand break the wind, like, "Ooh."
This ain't fun no more.
Hey, that's life,
I
right?
liked you. I really, really liked you.
What did I ever do to you?
What did I do to you? Well, it turns out she was a lesbian, not as a man. She kind of had some hate issues. So there it was.
That explains something, right?
I think that
Oh,
explained it.
oh man, I haven't been to a strip club in forever.
Oh gosh. So we go. I've got some friends that are lesbians, and they're just absolutely beautiful, wonderful people. And we're coming home, And the strip joint I was talking about really isn't that bad. And I usually let my wife tell this. You know what? God damn it. Yeah, we're on somebody else's show, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. My wife is sitting close to the stage, and I'm on the other side of her. And I take $1 and I put it on the stage because, well, I'm a gentleman. And the girl comes up and she goes, "I'm gonna take care of her." And I go, "All right, whatever." So she starts sliding down my wife, and she puts her tits against my wife's face and starts sliding down it. And my wife,
Damn.
you've talked to my wife. She's very funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
So like her nipples just rubbing against my wife's face as she's going down on my wife. And my wife's like, I can feel the braille on her nipple. And it said, "I miss my daddy."
Nice. Oh my God. That's some detail right there, bro.
And she feel the braille on the areola. Just she read it. My wife can read braille with her cheek. So,
There you go. That's a good one. You know, next time I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna go to a strip club and
you have no idea how funny my wife is just absolutely hilarious. She's my muse. She's fantastic. Me and her sitting. If we could just record my wife and I sitting downstairs drinking cocktails and just listen to us two talk. Oh my gosh, it's gold. It's gold.
that's the life
And
right
not because
there.
of me, because of her. Yeah. She once put on Facebook. She's like, "I'm ashamed of what I did for a Klondike bar."
Bro, you
What
two,
would you do? Woo!
you two, that's goals right there. That's marriage goals right there. If people don't have if people lost hope in marriage, they need to watch you guys.
I got blackout on my windows, so don't fucking try. Don't even fucking try.
Don't peep.
turns out, Chewy, that's illegal.
Yep. I heard. I mean, I haven't peeped myself, but
Well, I'm not saying it's not fun. You know, what's the Joneses doing next door? Let's go look.
when they see you, just wave hi.
You know, that's when me and my wife are outside their windows going, "I told you we were funnier. I fucking told you. I told you we were funnier. We're much fucking funnier than those people."
They just walk away. See?
Just walk away. Man, they're fucking boring. They're watching Andy Griffith. Fuck, they suck.
For reals, you know, I've worked with a lot of like in my work, the older men in a trade shop, right? And a lot of them are miserable, and they'll be like, "Don't ever fucking get married, Chewy. Don't do it." And I'm like, no wonder he works so much overtime. He don't want to be home with his wife.
Exactly. He just doesn't want to be with his wife. That's sad. No, we're good. I got a beautiful wife. I got a lovely daughter. We're fantastic. Yeah, we do great.
And that's awesome that, she's cool with you having your own little room for your podcast and you could do what you
Of course,
want.
she hates it.
She hates it.
I'm just like, what are you doing with a room that you have complete control of? This is why I hate the idea of the she shed thing. Have you heard of the she shed? I fucking hate the. You know what your she shed is? It's my entire fucking house. It's the entire fucking house. That's why you get a man room, because you get to do whatever you want in the man room. Like how much shit is in your room in your house that you picked out for you? None.
Right?
It's all a she shed. The entire fucking house is a she shed. That's why we need a man cave. A one place that we can go and be disgusting and fart and burp and put fucking sci-fi posters up and shit like that. Like, you know what? It's our house. You're right. You're right, honey. You're right. That's why I'm going to put this Darth Maul poster right in the middle of our living.
Right next to the live, love, laugh
Exactly. And they're like, no, 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 no. See, the whole house, their whole house, the bathroom. What choices did you have in the bathroom? None. What choices did you have in the living room? None. What choices did you have in the kitchen? Zero. So, give me a she shed. What?
Need a man cave where you could drink
Exactly.
alcohol.
The one little fucking room that we get. We get the little fucking room that we get.
Small room where you could get drunk, talk about pussy or manly things.
Exactly. Just saying. You know, the other thing that pisses me off is famous people that do podcasts. Pisses me off.
Dude, seems
Dr.
like
Phil, get the fuck out. Okay,
he has a
man? You got your
podcast.
own gig. You made it. You got it. Get the fuck out of my gig. Get the fuck out. What else are you trying to do? What the fuck else? Oprah, what the fuck else do you need? I don't get it. Why? Why?
I'd like to be a guest in Oprah's podcast. You know, she'd be like, Chewy, look under your chair. What? A fucking baby panda? What? Yeah, you got a panda. I got a panda. We all get it. And Dr. Phil,
You're like Dr. Oz, Dr. Phil, Oprah. Like, what the fuck have you guys got to prove? You're already millionaires. You're millionaires. You've made it. Get the fuck out. Go do whatever. Go fuck your cabana boy. Go blow off a hooker's ass. Go do something. Get the fuck out of my genre. Why are you in my genre? I can let Bob Costas in because he was a pioneer. I can let Chris Hardwick in. They're a pioneer. I can let Mark Maron because they were there way before us. But these new fuckers coming in, like Dak Shepard, you're fucking Kristen Bell. What else do you need? Get the fuck out. Get out.
and how's it new from whatever they talk about already on their show, right?
Yeah. Why?
Like Dr. Phil, you know, he's going, you got to get real.
I love Dr. Phil's like even in his even in the beginning of his show, he's like he goes like, this is a safe place. Oh, but in front of 30 million people, this is a safe place? Yeah, you should really air all your dirty laundry in front of 30 fucking million people. Yeah. This is a safe place. Are you out of your fucking mind? And people are going,
so he's brilliant. And he just said the same thing.
No, he's rich. That's what he is.
For real, huh? And like Oprah, like, what the fuck? What? I don't understand. They already have a talk show. Like, how is that different from a podcast?
They're already, you've already said everything you need to say. Are you bored? Are you bored with you have nothing to do? You've got all of your money. Like you couldn't get me off of a fucking golf course. Could not get me off of a fucking golf course.
You know, I heard okay, so you seen Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell?
Oh yeah.
So I heard that Will Ferrell has a podcast, but he does it as a character Ricky Bobby.
No. He does it as Ron Burgundy off of.
That's what it is. Yes, yeah. Anchorman.
Now you know what? Now, all right. I'll take it back a little.
Yo, there are some good ones.
Because that's a character, and that is funny. Ron Burgundy is very funny.
But, yes, you're right. I had it wrong. You're right. It's from Anchorman.
I haven't watched it or listened to it. But again, I'm still just not a fan. Like, you know, you've got your money, you've got your thing. This is our thing. We're not rich. We're not anything. We just want to do our thing. And you're just muddying the fucking pool. You're just taking away. You're splitting the vote. You know what? You're the fucking Green Party. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. You know? Mm-hmm. Do you make more than $75,000 a year? Yeah. Get the fuck out.
Were you already famous before you started a podcast? fuck
Get the
off.
fuck out.
Or get the, yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yep.
I'm going to start a movement. It's the get the fuck out movement.
Bro, if you make t-shirts, I'll buy one. The get the fuck out t-shirt. Get the fuck out by Mr.
Get the
Holiday.
fuck out movement.
Hey, it'd be the GTFO movement, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've also made a movement for straight people, and it's just gonna have like 3 bars like on your shirt, and it's just gonna be like black, gray, and white, and it said because gay people took all the good color.
Nice.
It's not hateful. It's not hateful. It's just what we're left with. We don't have. They got the rainbow. We've got black, gray, and white. That's it. That's all we got, man. That's it. They've got blue, they've got red, they've got purple, they've got yellow, they've got green. We've got gray, red, just 3 bars.
So it's basically like
that's all we got. And
Is
not any hate in any way. Love everybody. But it's just that's what we have left. That's what you gave us. This is what we have nothing else.
just it's the rainbow for colorblind people, right?
Exactly. And it should be like a rain cloud over the top. Like it's not a rainbow. It's just a cloud.
Hey, fuck it, right? It's
Yeah,
something.
no, hey, we just don't have any colors left for us. You took them. You took them. Which I'm happy you did, and I'm very happy for you, and I love you all very much. This is what we have left. This is it.
I should be part of the cancel culture and get mad and be like, hey, how come brown is it on the rainbow? I feel offended.
Why? Yes. Why is brown not in the rainbow? That's a great fucking question.
That rainbow's racist.
Hey, yeah, I couldn't see that. I'm white privilege. I couldn't see that. That's on me. That's on me, Chewy. That's on me, brother.
Oh man, I love it. I love how we could joke about things like this and not get offended. There should be more people like that, you know?
Oh no, I'm totally offended.
I'm angry in the inside.
Exactly. Yeah. Look at the white guy in the basement. He's really pissed off. Yeah, I understand.
Maybe we could be on the Dr. Phil
I
show.
feel you. I'm white. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be involved.
I hear you.
I love it. But hey, that should be a T-shirt.
White people like were the worst human fucking race that's ever fucking lived. Either way. Going on.
Next subject.
Subject. I like banana cream pie.
Oh my God. You know, the best one I've ever had was in Juvie. It was amazing. It was a banana cream pie and a fucking bologna sandwich. Just 2 pieces of bread and bologna.
Sandwich. Any banana cream pie is gonna be a fucking Cool Whip and pudding. It's gonna be the greatest fucking thing you've ever had. It was a bologna sandwich.
There you go. And it was so fucking dry, bro. It was just like bologna and 2 pieces of bread.
Oh God, that's so fucking funny. I just ate a bologna sandwich. That was the best banana cream pie I've ever had. Fuck yeah, it was. Fuck yeah, you just had a bologna sandwich.
I was like, man, I'm so thirsty. I'm gonna go drink some of that water from the sink attached to the toilet.
Awesome.
Great stuff, man. And hey, where can people find your show? Find your social media?
You can find me on absolutely all podcast platforms, and you're gonna find that too, Chewy. In time, like how many episodes are you in, brother?
Right now, 61.
61. All right. You're gonna find people saying, "Hey, I heard you on Pod Diddly Diddly Dun Diddly Pod," and you're like, "What the fuck is that?" And then all of a sudden you're on it. like I heard you on Pocket Cast. The fuck is Pocket Cast?
Oh, you're right. Or Castbox. I'm like, I never submitted for that. Like, where did they get
yeah,
that?
I know. Like, I was struggling to get on shit. I was struggling to get on any other platform. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, boom, and I'm just out there, like everywhere, like crazy. But yeah, you can find me on all podcast platforms. You can find me on Anchor. You can also give money. Hey, listen, everybody. If you like Screaming Chewy, give him money. It's going to be the cheapest form of entertainment you're ever going to get. If you like him, give him $1 an episode. You've got the device in your hand right fucking now. All you have to do is give Chewy some money, or any other podcast that you like. It's that easy. I am My Worst Holiday at patreon.com. You can also give me money at anchor.com. You can find me on Anchor. You can find me on all podcast platforms. And please, 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 everybody's on iTunes. Rate and review. This is so important. It helps us out so much. It helps us get sponsors, because this shit isn't easy.
Mm-hmm.
So help us out and give us get us some sponsors. Rate, review. If you like us, tell us you like us. If you fucking hate us, tell us you fucking hate us. I know one person hated me. But anyway, yeah, that's it, man. You can find me anywhere. It's My Worst Holiday, and every Wednesday night at 6 and 7 o'clock, I do my show, and I'm m.w.holiday. Friend me on Facebook, and you'll be able to join in live, just like all my friends are doing right now. So it's m.w.holiday. Chewy, back to you.
Hey, thanks, man. You're a fucking amazing
You're
announcer,
fucking
bro.
amazing.
Thanks, man. And so everybody, don't forget to subscribe, like, share My Worst Holiday, donate.
Share Chewy. Share everything Chewy does. Share it with your friends, and have your friends share it back. Yes.
And everybody tuning in on Facebook Live, thank you very much as well. You know, for showing the love, supporting. You know, that means a lot to us as well. Just tuning in or commenting, just anything, right?
Yep, absolutely. Hey, because knowledge is power.
And knowing is half the battle.
Knowing is half the battle.
Hope I don't get sued for that.
It's only copyright. Don't worry about it. We're on the internet.
There you go. I'll be like, fuck you, FCC.
UFCC. But I'm not sure about the copyright thing. That's lawyers and shit. But but the good news is there's 250,000 of us out there. They're not gonna listen.
There you go. Hey, Mr. Demotivator, I love it, man.
Motivational speaker. That's right. Do you have a dream? Stop. Just stop. Give up. You know what, man? Eat a bowl of ice cream, sit on your couch, have some pizza. Binge the IT crowd. There you go.
I love that. Like when somebody's like, oh, my whole life ahead of me. You're like, no, you're going to die. We're all the same.
No,
decaying organic matter.
Sure, your whole life's ahead of you, but at least it's short.
Well, Mr. Holiday, thank you very much for being on. You're such a hilarious individual.
Are we gonna hang out for a minute after we wrap this up?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right, cool.
All right, man. So my bad. It kind of glitched out. What happened?
Oh, I was gonna say, are we gonna hang out after this a little bit after this is over?
Oh, for sure, man. I'm totally down.
All right, cool. Go ahead and wrap your show up. Do what you do, my brother. Everybody, thank you so much for listening. And everybody, listen to the Chewy Screaming Podcast.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.